Hello everyone, Sam here. I wanted to come on and do sort of an unscripted type video. And the one thing I should say, all my videos, I just do one take. And then maybe that's why I sound like a fool sometimes, is that I just record it, I upload it, I'm done. So I don't do a lot of re-recording or editing or those type of things. Mostly because I value um, being in the here and now, knowing exactly what's happening, and that's real, that's life. Um, And for me to be honest with my subscribers, I want to make sure that what you see is how I am, what I think, what I do. And that's my best way of being genuine with you guys. But I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about negativity and thoughts about negativity. It seemed like from my week 2 challenge video, a lot of what people mentioned in the comments were had to do with the negativity and how those are things that they deal with, and those are things that they have to put up with, and it's very difficult. And I wanted to sort of give you some insight on how I deal with it. Not to say that it's better than anything, not to say that it's um, the gold standard, but to give you an idea of how I deal with it, and maybe some of these things could work for you. Um, it's it's something that I've struggled with my entire life about negative thinking. My entire life, I've given other people the power over me. Their opinions of me trumped my opinion of me. Their preconceived notions about me determined who I was, and I valued myself based upon others' opinions. That was bottom line. Um, those insecurities and that paranoia has caused me to really pull myself away from everybody, including my wife. I mean, there are times that I barely talk to her when I have issues going on because I don't think I'm worth it. I don't think I'm valuable enough to bother her with those issues. Um, and I mean, to be honest, we seclude ourselves so that lessens the chance that we get hurt. Now, I'm saying this about myself. I'm not saying that about everyone else. Because I think the one thing that we can do in life that's the worst is just to over justify things and to say, because if this is how it is for me, it's going to be how it is for you. Because it's not. We're all very much individuals. We all have our own individual issues. And by trying to project those things on other people, I'm doing a disservice. So when I talk about this stuff, I'm going to try to specifically talk about me, because I'm the only expert in this room about me. I'm not an expert on anybody else. I'm not an expert on weight loss surgery. I'm not an expert on depression. I'm not an expert on advising or anything. I would say that I'm not an expert on anything, but one thing I do know is myself. And while it's taken me 32 years to come to that realization, I do think I'm worth talking about today. So I have a very simple process with dealing with negative feelings. And this is something that just came to me probably in the past 6 months, because as I was going through counseling, this is a procedure that my therapist helped me implement in my own life. Um, like in my previous video, I said it was dialectical behavior therapy. It's a behavior type therapy, which addresses negative thinking, but reduces your ability, or not ability, but reduces the chance of trying to evaluate those negative feelings. It's well, like any behavioral therapy, it's all about changing the behavior or the consequence from a belief. So those beliefs you have consequences and feelings. Those consequences create feelings. It's trying to negotiate or dispute, as Albert Ellis would say, dispute those irrational beliefs before they have the effect on you and create new feelings. So my big thing about negativity is it comes from an approach called mindfulness, and it's like an Eastern philosophy, Zen type thing, and so that's been around for thousands of years, and the ability to really regulate one's thinking is an impressive feat. It's something that I'm striving for every day. I'm trying to pick out the good things and flush out the bad things. But when I'm flushing them out, my big task is to evaluate them to see, are they true? Are there things I need to work on? Are they real issues? Are there things that are not being justified because I'm dismissing them? So, and this is getting way technical, but let's just start using examples. My big thing is when a negative effect or a negative thought comes into my head, and let's just use, sometimes I get depressed because I don't see people watching my YouTube videos. And that may sound like a silly thought. Some people might say, well, of course, they're not, those type of things. It's silly. But to me, what happens to me is when I think nobody's watching my videos, that's not just about the videos. Then it becomes, well, people don't care about me. I'm not interesting enough. People would rather do other things than watch me on video. I'm not interesting. I'm not popular. I'm not important. Well, of course I'm not important. Why would I think that? Why would I even come to so it starts snaking around until this little issue of people not watching my videos becomes justification that I'm not worth it and I'm below or less than. So those are the things we're trying to avoid, trying to let it get to that area. So whenever I have a thought, nobody's watching my videos, I throw up a stop sign. I have to. I throw up a stop sign. I have to stop that negative thought in its tracks. So what I do once that negative thought is there is I have to observe it. And once I observe that thought, I need to figure out exactly what that thought is. What does it mean? What's it doing there? How is it living in this environment? What kind of things, what characteristics? So I've got to almost make it tangible so I can grab hold of it, pick it up and sort of turn it to different angles to look at it. So that stop sign stops it in its tracks, and then I got to pick it up and look at it. I got to start describing it. What is this, people don't watch my videos. What is it? What does it say? People aren't watching my videos. Really describe what does it mean? So you've got to put into very specific terms. My thought is that I do not believe people watch my videos. So now I've picked it up and I've observed what it is, and I'm describing it. I'm putting it in very specific terms. This is what this thought means. Then I have to participate with it. I have to actually engage it. Now this is the hardest thing, because when you engage something negative, there's a possibility for it to overtake you. So what you have to do is you have to sort of go at this slowly. Start asking questions. Okay, so this is the problem. People don't watch my videos. I have to look at it. People don't watch my videos. Well, is it a weekend? Are there people being sick? Have you watched their videos? Are they going through other issues? Is your video 45 minutes long? Was it just an update that you gave, 2 videos ago? Start asking questions, participating with it, engage that to find out exactly what's going on. Because what happens is when you start engaging a negative thought, you start picking apart the pieces. It sort of lessens the power that negative thought has. So you start picking it apart. Well, have I been watching other people's videos? How can I justify other people not watching mine if I'm not really watching theirs? This is a community. I need to start engaging with the community. I need to start doing this. So people aren't watching my videos. Well, what do you mean people aren't watching? I've got 85 views. That means people are watching. Is the problem they're not commenting? Is the problem that I want more people to watch? So as I started asking questions, instead of me reversing this negative thought about what it means about me, I'm taking that thought and finding out what that problem means. And what that does is it opens up my mind to the things that could be going on with the community, or things that could be going on. It also gets to my perceptions. It also means, does that mean that I want a lot of views? Is something I value? Do I value people watching my videos? Is that important? So then I start asking, why is it important? So what we've done is, instead of automatically that negative thought coming in and I automatically feel like I'm less than, we've taken that thought, we've turned it into a vehicle for personal growth, and turning it into a way for us to start questioning things. So we've stopped that negative thought dead tracks. We've pulled it apart, and we're going to start using the little pieces to better ourselves and throwing the rest away. And while that's not going to work for everything, You know, when I think people don't watch my videos, or people aren't calling me, or people don't want to message me, or I'll write a comment and no one replies, or you know, just anything, I have to immediately stop it, because it's not always about me. You know, people say that I've always said I don't have an ego. I don't have, you know, my opinion of myself is not very high. But what does that mean if every problem that comes across, you automatically assume that it's against you or me? So that means that I might not have an ego, but every negative thought I had, that meant I believed it was against me. So, geez, I'm pretty self-important then, aren't I? So anyways, I just wanted to go into that a little bit. Sort of like a very watered down type therapy type procedure. Um, and again, I'm not an expert on this. I mean, my master's was in counseling in human behavior, but Lord, I need more help than that. But this has been a good help for me. Usually I see those stop signs flashing in my head a lot, and the harder part is to really start dissecting it. But um, do the stop sign. Or another one I've read about is somebody will imagine like an assembly line, and they'll look way up, and they'll see this negative idea coming down on that assembly line. So it's going down, going down, going down, and they see it. They see the negative thought. And as it gets closer, they're able to look at it and see it's on this line, so it's not affecting you. It's on this line going in front of you. You're able to see it, able to see what's going on. And then they've got the control panel over here. They can either accept it, they can take it apart, they can send it away. But the whole point is you have control over this. You have control of the process, and you have to take that power. You have to take the power. So it's all about your ability and your power to take what's coming into your head and turning it into something that's going to be a negative for you or a positive for you. And we all have that ability. We all have the ability to dissect it. We can do it. We really can. Well, you know what? I didn't say I was going to talk about project myself. I can do it. I can do it. And I believe that others can too. And if you ever want to talk to me about it, or ever, you know, just want to ask me, you know, how would you approach this thought? Or how would you approach this question? You know, absolutely. Never, ever hesitate to call me or shoot me an email, you know, because asking those questions, those, you know, critical questions about why something is important, because we will never grow and broaden our horizons if we don't ever ask those questions. So, anyways, that's that. I know it's 13 minutes of blah, 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 but I'm glad you're with me. And it's very nice to be able to talk now, because over the weekend, I stopped taking my Effexor, and apparently, I don't remember a lot. My wife said I couldn't even put like 2 words together and talk at all, and I just sort of stared at her with a blank stare, almost like I was brain dead. So I'm glad to be back in the world of the coherent and cognizant. So thank you. Anyways, I should be doing an update video probably tomorrow or Wednesday about my way in. But please always feel free to shoot me a message. I want to be involved in this community, not just weight loss surgery, but just the community as a human being. I spent my entire life trying to shy away, trying to be a shadow, because I didn't want people to notice me. But you know what? This confidence, this weight loss surgery has changed my mind. I want to be in the fray. I want to be in the forefront. I want to be known. I want my ideas to be out there. I want people to gain from them. And if you don't like what I have to say, then say it too, because you know what? I don't have the answers. And your comment may help me grow personally. So let's work on this together. Let's be engaged. Let's walk hand in hand in this journey we call life. Because it doesn't matter if you've had weight loss surgery. It doesn't matter if you're losing weight. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter. We are all people. We're all human beings trying to connect with each other in this whole reality that what we call daily life. So connect with me. Sure, just do it. And I will be seeing you guys later.